Good Sunday morning to everyone. Come in and join me and let's do just a little bit of church makeup. I'm going to worship service this morning and you be blessed today. I'm going to use my Seint makeup. It is a 3-shade combination to create that one layer of makeup for mature skin like mine. I'm 69 and this is the only makeup, it's cream, that I have found that doesn't settle into the crow's feet, the fine lines, the wrinkles, the jowls, you know. If you're in your 60s, some of you in your 50s or even 70s and 80s, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It just, what can I say? It is what it is. So I want to look like me. I don't want to look like me at 20, 30, even 40. I want to look like me now, but only better. So that's what Seint does. Okay, it uses the 3 shades, as I said, to create one layer of makeup. So what we're going to do is start with this contour shade. Now, contour is going to be a dark, cool shade. And what does it do? Now, I know you're thinking, there's no way I would put that on my face. Yes, you would. All you have to do is give it a try. Okay, here we go. We put it on the hard parts of our face because we're creating shadows. I have a very high forehead. So what I'm doing is trying to make it look just a little bit less high or less noticeable. We're also giving our face definition and we're defining some features. So we're going to come over here and we're going to lift these cheekbones. So here we go, or give the illusion of a lift. So we're going to go right up on that cheekbone from the outer corner of the eye. We don't want to pull anything to the center. That is to the center of the face up in here. That is dark because that's going to draw attention to all these other things that we have going on. Hi everyone, good morning, good morning. Also, if you have questions, I will do my best to answer them for you. Alrighty, now we're going to come over here and do this cheek again, right at the outer corner of the eye and up towards the ear, the top part of the ear. And what we're doing is we're defining our cheeks and we're giving them a lift. Now, I didn't used to contour my nose until Seint. And then when I started contouring, it's like that's one of the things I'll do even if I'm just wearing BB cream or just a tinted moisturizer because I just like the way it looks. So here we go. And Seint works really well too if you want to use your contour and your concealer shade that I'm going to show you in just a minute. It works well with just about any BB cream or tinted moisturizer. Okay, so now we're going to move on. Now, I could also, this is just a little lagniappe, and in Louisiana, lagniappe is something extra. So here we go. We're going to use our contour to fill in the eyebrows. There we go. My eyebrows are pretty much gray, but look at the difference. It kind of brings them out and you notice my eyes more. So yeah, eyebrows are important. So here we go. Yep, alrighty. And I'll have to be honest, my eyes, this is permanent makeup on my eyebrows. I had it done like 25 years ago and it needs to be done again. However, I shave my brows simply because my eyebrows are gray. So there you go. But this gives me a whole new look. And with it being cream, see how I just fixed that my mess up right there? Super, super simple. Now we're going to move to the concealer shade. And concealer goes to on the places of your face you want to brighten where the light hits. Let's see. Alrighty. Here we're going to go and just put it between the eyebrows. Then we're going to come back and go right down the center of the nose between those two contour lines. Notice how much more elongated and how much narrower my nose looks. Now, if you have a naturally narrow nose, you're not going to want to do this because that would really kind of throw the balance of your face off. Okay, let's catch the Cupid's bow. And let's catch the center of the chin. Now, with the eyes, I have crepe skin under my eyes, as most of us do that have lived long enough and been blessed long enough to live into your 60s. And I kind of think back and I was like, I didn't notice that on my mom. I've outlived my mom, so my mother didn't have the pleasure of living this long. So, therefore, I didn't notice these things on her, but guess what? I got them. So here we go. We're just going to do the outer corner and the inner corner, and that way, when we blend, the least amount of product is going to go under the eye. It's not going to accentuate the crepe skin under my eyes. Okay, so here we go. And I have crepe skin on my lids too. I mean, my eyelids are crepey, but that doesn't stop me from wearing eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow and I love color. I love bold colors. Okay, so now we've got our face. We've got our contour on to define it. We've got our concealer on. It's not concealing anything, it's brightening. So I've got the center of my face brightened. So now I just need to fill in with my main shade, and your main shade is going to be the shade, see, that's the closest to the natural skin tone, and it goes in the bearded area. It goes in those, I call them smile lines. I know that's not the technical term, but your labial something or others, that's where it goes. And then fill in, like here on my cheek, where I don't have any other makeup. So that's what we're doing, is using our main shade as a filler shade. Now, notice how you can see each shade on my face. And that's the beauty of Seint. What we're going to do is we are going to blend, but we're not going to blend like we used to. We're going to blend strategically because we place strategically, therefore we're going to blend strategically and keep each shade in its own space. Now, cream makeup does need to be set. I like to set as I go. You can go ahead and blend and then come back and set, but I just like to, I like a damp brush. Now, that's just personal preference. And again, with all makeup, it's personal preference. You do you. Do what makes you feel good and what makes you, what you feel, look good. So here we go. Now, I'm going to start at my jawline, and again, I'm just going to drag it down my neck. Now, what I'm doing to blend is I'm kind of just tapping and pressing into the skin, and that way it's going to almost feel like part of my skin. It's going to move with my face. It's not going to sit on top. So here we go. All right, notice I'm not blending just like we used to, because when you have one shade, this is okay. But when you have several shades, then you want each one to stay in its lane. There we go. Now I'm going to flip my brush around to the domed in. This is like my favorite foundation brush here, because all three of these shades are my foundation. You don't need to put one shade all over your face, then come back with another shade, and then come back with some concealer, and then keep coming back and layering it on. In your 60s especially, most women, some in the 50s, you don't want to layer it on, because all that's going to do is cause it, especially if it's a powder or a liquid, to sit into your creases, into your wrinkles, into your crow's feet. We don't need that. We can do that by ourselves, can't we? Okay, here we go. And I'm just tapping. Notice I'm not pulling, I'm not brushing or swiping. You want to tap. And we're going to just go up the side of the nose and then gently on top, because you took the time to contour. You don't want to blend it out. Now, with cream makeup, a blend, you can fix your mistakes, or, by totally blending it out, or you can just tap it, because you don't want to blend out all your good work. So there we go. We're just tapping, and that's our concealer. Then I'm just going to do a little circle blend just to marry the edges of my main shade and my concealer shade. There you go. Now all we have left to do is our contour, that dark shade. So we're just going to give it a swirl, Just a little circle of a blend, then come down just a little bit to marry it with the main shade, and then go right up into your hairline. You don't want your makeup to stop here. You want to drag it to your neck. Same principle with your hairline. And especially with my gray hair, my hairline is like white. So you want to make sure you go all the way up in. If it gets in your hair, it's okay because it comes out very easily with just a damp washcloth or with a baby wipe or, just a tissue. I mean, it comes right out. And again, like I say, I have gray hair, so there you go. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to gently soften this contour and then drag it up into the temple. Same thing over here, just up and down just to soften it a little bit, and then just drag it up into the temple. There we go. Almost finished. Can you believe that? If I'm not speaking to you, I can do what I just did in probably 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most. Now, the fourth shade that comes in your palette is your lip and cheek. And since I have on gray and it is fall, and in Southeast Louisiana, it kind of feels like fall this weekend. It's going to go away, but again, for a little while, we're loving it. So I'm going to use this shade called Naomi. I love fall shades and I love colors. I love reds and oranges and corals and all those. Pink is not one of my favorites. Why I have pink nail polish, I don't know, but yeah, you get it. Okay. Now you can also use a brush if you like to put your lipstick on. There we go. I find my finger works just as well. Now notice I stopped right here and I stopped right there. Why? Because of these cracks that are in my lips. You don't want to look like the Joker, so kind of, used to be we lined all the way around. We don't want to do that now. What we want to do is stop right here and right over there. And that's going to make these lines out of the sides of our mouths look less noticeable. Now the beauty, I did say this is lip and cheek, so guess what? Let's do some blush. There we go. There we go. Oh God, I love color. I really do. Whoever invented color, thank you, Jesus. Bless them real good today and every day. Again, right over here. So literally everything that I put on my face today was in this palette. See how small it is? It fits in your purse. It will fit in your carry bag on an airplane. It is 100% TSA friendly. No one's going to say a word. Or you could just leave it on your vanity and this is what you have rather than a cluttered makeup bag. And notice how I didn't have to dig for anything. It was all right here. These tins are customizable to you. These shades are color matched to me. I can't speak this morning. These are color matched to me. So you would need the shades that would be color matched to you depending upon your skin tone, and that's what you have me for. I would love to color match you. That entails something that is very, very simple. I just need you to go to a window in your house, raise your blinds, pull back your drapes, get your phone. And all you have to do, look out of the window, looking out at whatever, is outside of your window, whatever beautiful scenery, and then snap a selfie. Don't hold it down here. Hold it all up to where you have the majority of your face and a little bit of your neck. Snap a selfie and send it to me. That's it. The color match is 100% free and there's no obligation to buy whatsoever. My gift from me to you. If you buy, thank you so much. I appreciate you supporting me. If you don't, that's okay too. Just keep watching and who knows, maybe I'll have a tip for you that will help you just with your makeup routine, whatever you do. So that's it, pretty much. One palette, 4 shades, and as I said, each 10 is individual. So if you run out of one first, like your contour is going to last a year or more. This one little $16 tin is going to last a year or more. I get heavier handed on the main shade and sometimes the concealer. So that's going to last about 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months. It depends because I don't wear it every day. So if you just wear it sporadically, you know, Lord knows how long it could possibly last. And it doesn't go bad or anything like that. Now the lip and cheek shade, that's your choice. You pick the one that speaks to you. Like I say, this is Naomi. For all of my Seint gals that are out there, this is Naomi, and I love her. I really do. And that's it. My makeup bag and my one brush. There you go. Thank you so much for joining. If you'd like a color match from me, drop it in the comments and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. Usually it takes me maybe, it depends on when I see it, because if I get a notification that you dropped it in the comments, then I'll get to you really quickly and we'll go from there. Also, if you just say match, I'm going to send you a phone number to text to me so that your picture is not on social media. And I do delete the picture so you will never see anything you sent to me on social media. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Let's see. I think I have a question and I can't see. Okay. How can I get those fantastic makeup? Oh, in Chile. Chile, I don't think we're there yet. We are in the UK, we are in Canada and the US, and we will be available sometime, I want to say, if not this year, early next year, early 2026 in Australia. So isn't that exciting? Australia and New Zealand is coming. Okay, let me get a really quick screenshot here because we have a this afternoon after church. All right, thank you so much for joining me again. I so appreciate you. You be the reason someone smiles today, and may you be blessed today and every day. Bye, everyone.